And now to one of the biggest takedowns of a drug operation in the history of the U.S. Federal officials in Texas saying they stopped the man responsible for bringing in more than 2 tons of material from China to make fentanyl. That is enough to make millions of laced pills.
This is a big story and a big deal. ABC 13's Rosie Nguyen joins us live in the studio. Rosie, how did these products make it through inspections?
Yeah, Erica and Elisa, investigators say 48-year-old Min Soo Feng, the person who was leading this entire operation, would purposely mislabel packages, lie about what was inside, and mix them up with other products. These packages contain raw chemicals used to make fentanyl. Once they arrived in the U.S. from China, they were then sent to Mexico through Laredo to be made into laced pills. After they get manufactured, the pills would be transported back to the United States for sale and distribution. The problem here is that potential victims think they're taking something else that shouldn't kill them, like oxycodone or Percocet. But if it contains fentanyl, it could be deadly.
All right, well, Rosie, the question some may have is if the feds busted this operation in Laredo, why should folks here in the Houston area care?
Well, I wanted to know the same thing, so I asked this question at the press conference today. The U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Texas says that it's possible that pills made by Feng's team ended up here in Houston, but there is no way for them to know that for sure. They're hoping that this will prompt parents to have a conversation with their children about the dangers of fentanyl.
And that's where we're seeing a lot of the deaths happening, are children believing they've got one kind of pill, but in essence, that pill was manufactured in Mexico using precursors that were imported from China and laced with fentanyl and given to drug dealers here in the streets of Houston, who then handed out to teenagers.
So, Rosie, we're trying to put this into perspective. The feds say this is one of the largest drug operations in the country. So how much are we really talking about? Can we quantify it?
Well, we're told that between August to October of last year, so just a few weeks ago, investigators seized more than 100 shipments from Feng and his co-conspirators. Those shipments contained more than 2 tons of raw materials, enough to make millions of lace pills that could have ended up in the hands of children. Feng faces 4 federal charges. If convicted, he could face life in prison for these charges. He is scheduled to appear in Laredo tomorrow morning.